What's up, YouTube? It's the voice of the West College Football here, and today I got a special video for y'all, man. I got my one of my best friends, Neil, one of my best friends, Sir. Say what's up, y'all.
What's going on? Let's talk some football. Elite football.
Say what up, Sir.
Bro, yo, man. YouTube channel coming soon. I'll keep in touch with that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
All right,
by the way, go follow my Instagram page, Shot by Mill. Become a videographer. Try to make some elite content, man. That's it.
all right, man. Go follow him, man. All right,
Sure.
man. So we had the first week of the Power Five last weekend, man. Some big games. I would say some big games. Um, Starting off, how'd y'all feel about the Syracuse North Carolina game last weekend, man? My
Oh,
man said,
man.
"How Mac Brown, how did they looking this year?"
You want to go first, or you want me?
You got it.
So I tuned in to like the first half a little bit, and when I tuned in, I think it was a low scoring game at first. I think it was like maybe like 7-3. I could be wrong, but when I tuned in, it was a low scoring game. Sam Howell, that's the quarterback from North Carolina, right?
Yeah,
He picked his play up a little bit more towards the second half, but the game that kind of caught my attention was the Iowa State Louisiana Monroe. Was it Monroe or Lafayette?
I think Lafayette.
Um,
I think it might
Lafayette.
have been.
no,
Yeah,
no, no. Monroe played Army.
It's
yeah, it was
Lafayette.
Lafayette. So I remember watching a little bit of the North Carolina Syracuse game, and then I kind of tuned into the Iowa State game. So I ain't see much of the Syracuse North Carolina game, but from the highlights that I seen, they started out slow and then they picked it up. Number 15, I can't remember his name, but he's a stud. He looked pretty nice out there.
For North
Um,
Carolina.
yeah, for North Carolina.
Defense.
I looked pretty good. It started out slow, but they picked it up. But then you got to think, bearing the circumstances, first game, really didn't have probably a great camp with all that was going on and all the news and the speculations. But that's kind of how every team looked, pretty much kind of slow in the first half, but they
Yeah.
picked it up in the second half.
What about you, Sir?
Yeah, man. Going off Mill, games this weekend, I just wasn't feeling them as much. You know what I mean? It's just a Big Ten fan. It's near and dear to my heart. I'm happy we're back. So what I was watching was that Texas State game. That's what I was tuned into. I thought it was a lot high action. You know what I mean? Action packed, real football. You know what I mean? Real college football. They looked like they were ready to play. Good competition. You know what I mean? That's what I'm excited for coming back with Big Ten, man.
To
So
go off
I'm
to go off
excited.
of that, sir, Texas State they played SMU pretty good last week. It was I think
Yeah,
it was tied at the half. It
Yeah, it
was
was.
the game, but
yeah.
It was
SMU
SMU
didn't look
yeah
that
SMU
good,
ran
man.
away. But Texas State they a good ball club. They put up points. They
they
got
do.
an offense. Don't really got a good defense,
No, they don't.
but they put up some points. I never really heard of Texas State. I heard of the school, but I never really like
Tuned
seen.
into their football games, yeah.
Yeah, I never really tuned into their football program. But I don't even know what conference they in. What are they in? The SWAC or
They might be in the
Middle
Sun Belt now.
Sunbelt? Yeah, it might be. I don't know. But never really heard, never really tuned into them. So, but no, I
Yeah.
watched them this weekend because really wasn't no other games really to watch at the time. So,
No.
but it was pretty good. They played back. What was it? Was this their second or third game? Cause I remember. Was it them?
Second
It
game.
was their second game.
Yeah,
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 Second
second.
game.
they
Yeah,
played great back to back weeks. They had that one receiver I think made it on that SC top 10. He had a nice catch in the back of the end zone versus SMU.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
that was pretty
That was
nice. But
crazy.
yeah, other than
Mm-hmm.
that, that's about it with
Yeah,
Texas
Yeah.
State.
yeah, man. I watch a lot of North Carolina game. I'm a big fan of Sam Howell. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. I think he had a good game, a good start, and then he kind of slowed down a little bit, threw some picks. But it's for his week one. I think he'll continue to get better. He's only a sophomore, so I think he's a contender for the Heisman too as well.
The
So
only thing, oh,
what do you
I
say?
was,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna add in there. The only thing that I did like about like with football starting up this week is it's kind of like all the phony games. They kind of out the way. Like how it'd be like Clemson playing
Yeah.
Pivotal, like kind of like getting right into conference play. I thought that was pretty cool because you see some good competition
Yeah,
for the most part.
yeah. since we talking about
What you think about?
non-conference play, how about the Big 12 looking like shit last week?
Man.
Like
Kansas
Kansas
State,
State.
they look bad. Iowa State look bad. The only two teams that really look good, which they run the conference, is Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I was
Oklahoma
gonna
State,
ask.
I think they play this week. So, but that we'll get into
Who
that
they
when we
play?
come. But the two teams that look good from the Big 12 is only Texas and Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Spencer Rattler looks
I was
really good.
gonna ask, man, how does Spencer Rattler look to you?
That's
Does he
what I
look
was
good?
about to talk about, man.
Yeah, I was
Getting
just
into that, man. Let me get this, man.
you go ahead. Take
Man, Spencer Rattler, man. He has the swag factor, you know what I mean? Swag, the arm, you know what I mean? The confidence. You have them three things, man, you're good to go, man. Man, I think he's gonna be great. I heard they got like one of the best quarterbacks in the country coming. Who is that? You guys know what I'm
Yep,
talking about?
Kelly Williams.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna see how he does, man. But I think he can hold down that spot for real. I think he's the real deal, man. And you can't forget about my guy Charleston Rambo hitting
The
that dance on him, that dance on the is on. So
Texas.
right.
it looking good, man. Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spencer
my
Rattler
thoughts
threw
is
14 for 17, 290 yards, 80% completion percentage, man. 17 yards per throw. That was crazy. With 4
Yeah,
touchdowns.
yeah. I thought he pushed the ball down the field well. I thought he had great action and touch on the ball, especially for his first time starting. You really couldn't. It kind of looked like he was a upperclassman quarterback out there that had been in the system.
yeah, it did.
I mean, granted, it was Missouri State, but he still looked good. He played the first half and then he sat out, but still putting up that number. What did he have? 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yes, putting up them type of numbers. What they have like 31 in the first quarter.
something like that.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
he looked good. That's what you're supposed to do when you're playing lesser competition.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I think Spencer Rattler looked good. I think he'll be one of the Heisman finalists this year as well. I think he's a really good player. 5-star talent. He's gonna be. This is his second year looking around his offense too. He has one more to go, so
Yeah.
just keep an eye out for Spencer Rattler.
He's gonna be pretty good.
How you guys feel about Texas and your man Sam Ellinger, Mill?
Hey, that's a bad man. I'm
Yeah,
trying to tell him, man.
that is
No,
bad.
Try to tell him.
okay, so Texas looked good. Who they play? UTEP. They
Yeah,
blew
you
them
said.
out.
Yep, you tell.
Yeah,
The
they
story that
smoked
got
them.
me was with old dude BJ Foster quitting in the third quarter. That
Yeah,
was
that was
pretty big.
crazy.
That
That
kind
was
of reminded
crazy.
me of Vontae Davis. But other
Yeah,
than
that
that,
did.
the other thing that kind of interests me about them was Tariq Black. Being a fellow, former Michigan Wolverine, he did pretty good. He had like
Yeah,
5 catches, 80 yards for a touchdown, I believe. I
yeah,
could be
5 catch,
off a
80
little bit.
yards. Yep.
Uh,
Yeah,
It was
you're
somewhere
yeah.
around.
right.
He did pretty good. Sam Ellinger, he did good. I'm gonna give him his props. He looked good out there.
What would you rank him,
He,
man? He a top 10 quarterback in your eyes in the nation right now?
with all the Power Five conferences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what you think? I mean, he's been putting on the show, man. Last year,
Come on, man. He
this year
gotta
he's
be
been
top
competing.
10. Like, he
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah.
top 10, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll give him a top 10. I'll give him a top
He really don't want to, bro.
it, I'll give him a top 10. Really don't want
Top
to.
10, man.
He looked good. What's this? His last year. He been there forever. So
Yeah.
um, I'll give him a top 10 because ACC they really besides Trevor Lawrence.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
That
We're gonna talk about that.
SEC out. We got to see them play, but
Yeah.
they. I don't know how many quarterbacks they gonna have that's gonna be in the top 10. That's gonna be that good. Big Ten. I think the Big Ten is gonna run all Power Five conferences with top as far as who got the top quarterbacks and with Trevor Lawrence. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence, not Trevor Lawrence. I think Sam Ellinger gonna have a good ass year this year, man. Like he always do. He had 400 yards
Yeah.
last game. Looking 5 touchdowns. Looking good as hell, man. All right, so
A lot of talent.
a lot of talent.
So
What y'all think about Clemson?
what we think about Clemson?
Clemson, man.
Yeah, do they look good?
It was
Not
a,
really, man. You know what I mean? They look vulnerable to me, man. They
it
look
was
Come
vulnerable.
on now, sir. Come on now,
It
They
sir.
was,
look
it was
vulnerable to me.
look. It was Wake Forest, but they looked elite, man. The play call looked elite. They
They
were
did.
down the corner routes. Wake Forest had no answer to the corner routes. They was
Yeah,
killing them. But
Trevor Lawrence a monster, man. He's a good quarterback, man. He's gonna come in the league ready to play. You know what I mean? So
I don't know about that one, but I watched the game. I thought Trevor Lawrence actually
They
looked
hate
really
it.
good. I thought Trevor Lawrence actually looked really, really good. He surprised me. He took 80% on his last
You
game.
think him or Justin Fields right now? What you thinking, man?
Justin Fields, of course. I think Justin Fields is the best quarterback in the country right now.
You right.
I think Justin Fields is more complete of a quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. I think they both got to work on their footwork and throwing mechanics a
Yeah.
little bit to get better. But I think
Right.
Trevor Lawrence was really good in that last game. I also think Charles Etienne was like a monster in that last game, the best running back in the
Man.
country.
Yeah. What he had 17 for 102 yards,
Yeah,
touchdown.
We gotta
yeah.
see
So
Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah, I think Chuba's a dog, but I think
true.
Charles is better. I think Charles is better than Chuba.
They haven't played yet. We gotta see them. But right now, Travis Etienne, he's been top
Yeah,
3 running backs in the country.
for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but we'll
And
see.
also DJ came in, Ugonga from Cali. The Cubs are backup quarterback. I thought he looked pretty good when he got in. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's see,
See,
man.
Getting his reps.
I didn't watch the end of the game, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to see DJ get in. But he looked good in high school. So
Yeah, he had a few throws in the game. But he looked good. So what y'all think about shitty ass Notre Dame?
I actually
Don't get
did
me
watch
started
that.
on them guys.
I actually did watch that game.
Yeah, yeah.
At
I didn't
first,
either. I can't comment, but I'm sure it was. I'm looking at the stats now. For that guy. Shout out to Evan. You know, shout out to Evan. Ian Book is still looking, very mediocre to me.
Trash.
Um, he's just not that guy. That I would want for my team. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but
Me neither. I wouldn't want him
he's
either,
not that
honestly.
guy, man. You know,
honestly, they they really got lucky versus Duke.
they really did.
So keep it real. They they're missing a lot. Like they really don't have no weapons really on offense. I think they got a freshman running back, if I'm not mistaken.
He's
He
Chris
was
Parker.
yeah, but other than that, I think they're gonna miss Chase Claypool because other than that, they really don't have no explosive wide
No,
receivers.
no threats.
The
Wide opposition.
defense, I don't think their defense that strong. I think they're gonna get gashed a lot, especially when they start playing some of these tough ACC teams that later down the road, like Clemson, when they come up to South Bend. I think that's gonna be very ugly up there. I think it might be a 30-point blowout in South Bend. That's
It
just my
will be
Might
for
be,
sure. For sure, it will be. It will
might
be.
be.
and
I
then
think UNC better than Notre Dame.
oh yeah,
Probably.
probably yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, Ian Book, he's supposed to be a vet. You know what I mean? I think you would get, used to the offense. We usually see guys get better, if you've been there for a while. But Ian Book, it's time to get a
You look
job.
terrible. You look
It's
terrible.
time to get a job, Ian.
You're playing Duke and he threw 60%. That's trash, man.
Man. Right.
Like, come on now. You should be throwing like 75 against them trash ass motherfuckers, man. But other than that, I think Chase Bryce, the Clemson transfer, I thought he looked pretty
Yeah.
good that game. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man, let's get on to our picks for the next week's games. So
Uh,
Baylor versus Houston. So the clock we all got.
You said Alabama versus Houston,
no, Baylor versus
Baylor and
Houston.
Houston.
Baylor versus Houston.
All right, Baylor.
I'm gonna go
Baylor.
with Baylor.
Baylor probably get the win.
They lost their head coach.
Yeah, Matt Rule.
But they still got their quarterback. I can't remember his name. What was his name? Number 12.
Brewer.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He got hurt in the Big 12 championship game, but other than that,
Yeah.
I think I got Baylor pulling out.
Yeah, they'll pull it out.
Yeah, I agree. I think Baylor's gonna get the dub against Houston. I mean, I don't think Baylor's gonna be that good this year, but I think they just have a way more talented team than Houston.
But the one thing I will add in there, Houston does have Dana Holderson, the coach from West Virginia.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
And that Baylor did lose their head coach Matt Rule to the NFL.
Yeah.
That could be something to watch out for. Experience and with coaching, that could be something to watch out. So with that game, I wouldn't be surprised if it was an upset Houston one. But for now, I'm sticking with Baylor.
Okay. So who y'all got? Notre Dame versus South Florida. Who y'all
I'll take South Florida, man. At this
got?
point. Nah, but I think Notre Dame will they'll come and get the win. Honestly, they're not good. Neither teams are really that strong. So
Where's the game at?
It's at
Notre Dame,
South. Yeah, it's at Notre Dame on NBC 2:30.
Notre Dame.
they should get the win.
It'll be close at first, but Notre Dame pull it out.
Yeah, I agree. I think Notre Dame will get that dub. Last game, prime time game on ESPN, 7:30. Miami, Florida, or Louisville.
Got Louisville coming in there and upsetting the U. You know, man.
Who did they play the first week? They played.
You watched that game, didn't we, Mill?
They play
I
UAB.
think they played UAB. They looked.
Yeah.
They looked good. They looked okay. They did look okay.
I think. I think Louisville's gonna pull it out. Is the game at Louisville?
Yeah,
No, is it?
yeah. It's at
I'll,
Louisville.
I'll take Louisville on that. I'll take Louisville.
Yeah, I got Louisville. They bounced back pretty good last year after that horrible season they had with just 2 wins the year before that. But
Yeah.
they looked good last year in a couple of primetime games. I think they played Notre Dame pretty good primetime last year, but that was with fans and in their own stadium. But game in Louisville, Kentucky, man. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, man.
On Cardinals,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man.
yeah. I got Louisville as well. I watched the UAB versus Miami game last week.
Who's that?
My Miami didn't look good with De'Aaron King. I thought De'Aaron King was gonna come in and have a
Yeah, the
big season.
quarterback.
Yeah, the quarterback, but
Yeah, no,
he didn't look that good last week.
no, he didn't. He was running all over the field last game. You know,
Yeah,
not really special at all.
yeah,
So
and like it's the I mean, Miami. I mean, they have a lot of talent. I would say they're a solid team, but they're not gonna be that good, man. I got the Louisville gonna come in there and have a big
they'll pull
game.
it out.
They're gonna win that game for sure. I think Louisville's a stepped on team too. I think Louisville's gonna have a good season this year. Well, they have like a lot of talent. They got Tutu Atwell receiver and Des Fitzpatrick a wide receiver. I
Michigan,
think
man.
Michigan, man. I think they're gonna look good, man. I think they're gonna get the dub. So yeah, man. That's all we have for this week. We'll do the same thing next week. It's my man's meal, my man Sir, and it's the West of College Football. Peace.